Right, let's have a look at Love is the Drug from Trinity's Grade 1 Electric Guitar Syllabus. Another nice little track here. In fact, this whole syllabus has been really well put together. It's very good. You need to be very accurate here with how many strings you're strumming. So basically, every chord that you're going to play, apart from in the interlude, so that's the last two lines on page 15, the second page of the piece, you're only strumming triads, and those triads are built from the top three strings of the guitar. So when you're doing your D minor, be careful. We don't want you to hit the low D string. It's just 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And that's the rhythm, by the way, that you're going to be playing. But yeah, do be accurate on that. It would be worth just keeping the fretting hand down in between and doing those rests, stopping all those strings. And if you feel like you've accidentally strummed too many strings, just try and use the bottom of the palm of the hand just to mute the low strings while the others ring on, as long as you require them. So a couple of key points quickly to discuss in that rhythm for the verse, which is basically going to last for ages. Okay, let's just grab a pen. We're in 4/4. We've got a crotchet rest, and then we've got a crotchet staccato marking above it, quaver, and another crotchet rest, and that's your main rhythm. So your rhythm is going to be, let's grab in a different colour pen, 2, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, and so you're going to strum on 2 and the and of 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to do this with a click so you can hit 1, 2, 3, and 4. Da, da. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just be careful, of course, in the last two bars, so it's a 4-bar sequence, you're always playing on beats 2, 2, and then again beat 2. So when you do your A minor, you're going to have a rest, followed by beat 2, followed by a minim rest. You could call that half note if you want. A minim rest, half note rest is where you get the little black rectangle, and that's on the line. If it was under the line, it would be a whole note rest. Okay, so you've got 1, 2. The staccato marking is the dot under or above a note or a chord, and that means to cut those short. Putting the wrong lid on there. So when you play it, I want you really to bring that hand down, do that rest. So 1, 2. Okay, let's just unmute that. 1, 2. Yeah, like that. 1, 2. So I'm not going 1, 2, 3, and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, through that entire sequence where I'm going from the D minor to the F to the A minor, I'm leaving my middle finger off. I'm not lifting it off between chords. Try and be really ergonomic, so efficient with your movement. Now, really, probably the best way, you could do your D minor like this, where you just do standard second, third, and first. You might want to just bar straight off, to be honest, because then you've got the F. So you could be going 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and then this, lift that finger. 4, 1, 2, back. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then coming down into that C. So that'll all be good. Rhythm's the same. Don't worry too much about the other chords. You'll be able to do those in your own time. So now let's just quickly look at the interlude. For me, if you've got any pedals or a pedal board, it's probably quite nice just to switch on a bit of reverb and a bit of chorus for the interlude. And you can kind of spread those chords a bit, chords slightly. If you listen to what Tom Fleming's playing, he's the chap who kind of helped put these books together. He is really digging in, but he's spreading that chord slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And you can hear I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. to get that rhythm of that melody in the interlude where it says NC, the no chords, that's just you basically. You can count it as quavers, so 1E and also 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and can be recounted as 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. So you count the quavers instead. That'll help you get that rhythm. So we'll just play that one more time. So it's 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4. Repeats 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4, and then you go back to, it says DS al fine. Now that means you go back to the top of that second page, you play the chorus again, and you finish at the word fine, which means end. But let's just quickly show you what it looks like on our little whiteboard. Let's let that focus in. There we go. So DS al fine. Okay. So go back to where you see this S sign, which is at the beginning of the chorus. That's page 2 or page 15 if you own the book. Okay, so you're going back to the S sign and then al fine. So you play those 2 lines and you finish at the word fine. Just remember your dynamic markings. They're really important. If you don't do your dynamic markings, how on earth are we going to give you a distinction? Okay, the dynamic markings, rhythm, pitch. I mean, basically when you're being marked on something, kind of think of it like an examiner. 1. Are you playing in sync to the backing track? i.e., are you in time? Is your rhythm correct? Is your pitch correct? And therefore, when we're talking about pitch, that could not only just be an individual note in a melodic line, like we just heard there in the interlude. It might also be, is every single note within that chord clear and accurate? And are you paying attention to the musicality of the piece? So any dynamic markings. Now, I'm looking through it. There are only basically 2 dynamic markings. At the beginning of the piece, there's MF, which means mezzo forte, moderately loud. And then when you get to the interlude, it's loud. Okay, if you do put your pedals on for your interlude, turn them off again for the chorus, and it'll just sound really nice. Okay, I think that's probably enough on that one. Let's do the playthrough.
Ain't no big thing to wait